Hi there, this is Lol. Welcome to my channel where I share with you my experience and knowledge about my wizard in ROX. Now, in today's video, I will be talking about awakening. Now, awakening consists of a couple of things. So there's upgrade awakening, there's enchant, there's refine, and also card. Now, upgrade awakening is by far the most basic and fundamental method to improve your character's performance in the game. So as for me, I have already unlocked tier 1 way before. So if you take a look right over here right now, is that to unlock tier 1, all I need to do is just upgrade 2 pieces of equipment, any 2 pieces in combination, or I can just upgrade my 2-hand staff. That will equivalent to upgrading 2 pieces of equipment. So respectively, weapon needs to be plus 60, armor plus 30, and my accessory plus 15. So any 2 of these upgrading to the respective figures and levels over here, I will be able to unlock a 10% increment to my upgrading effect. So what does it mean? Now let's take a look over here. Right now I'm going to do an upgrade to my ring. So I've already done one of my mammoth ring to the max tier currently. So the next one, it will be using this. Now I have another one that's now at level 18. So I'm going to upgrade it to 19 right now. So the increment over here at base, according to this chart that we are seeing, magic penetration currently at 102. The next level will be 111. So that gives me a 9 increment. So that's 9 more penetration. As for magic damage bonus, currently I have 238.5, and on the next level I will have 265.5. So based on this, I will have an additional 27 more magic damage bonus. So if I have already unlocked tier 1, which means I will get additional 10% more. So let's take a look right now. How does it apply? So I'm going to click it once. Hopefully I get it in one try. I prepared quite a few just in case I fail. So let's try. Level 18 now. I'm going to get it to level 19. Oh wow, good. Did you see what happened just now? The figure? Now let's take a look at it again. Oh wow, good. So as you can see, instead of getting 27 and 9 respectively for my magic damage bonus and magic penetration, I'm actually receiving additional. I'm getting 30 instead of 27 for magic damage bonus, and 10 instead of 9 for my magic penetration, magic defense penetration. So that actually equates to a 10% extra in my upgrade effect. So that is actually very substantial, because in the long run this will just keep on adding up as we go on to upgrade our equipments, be it our weapon, our armors. So even let's say for armors we have defense and HP, so that will actually get us additional 10% more. So now the next question is, what happens if we hit the next tier? So now let's go back and take a look at awakening. So over here we can see that for tier 2 we need to upgrade 4 pieces of equipment. The same mechanics apply, any 4 pieces. So weapon to 80, armor to 40, an accessory to 20, and that will give us an addition of 20%. So the question here is that, will this 20% be an addition to the previous 10%, or it will be just a total of 20% of all, which means from tier 1 to tier 2 we are just getting an additional 10 more percent instead of an addition of 20 plus 10, which is 30%. That would be a lot if that was to be true. So I do not know, which is why I'm having this video recorded as I'm going through my upgrading to see how is it like an experience of tier 1 and tier 2. What kind of difference are we seeing? So as you can see here, I've already done my weapon way over. The requirement is 80, I'm at 100. I've gotten one of my mammoth ring to 25. Now I'm going to do my next mammoth ring from 19 to 20. So that is the requirement for accessory, and when that happens I will actually unlock this 20%. So let's give it a try now.
Just swing a sledgehammer 100 times a day.
Okay, so let's take a pause over here. Now from 19 to 20 is pretty much the same thing as I can see. 111 to 120 is 9 more, and from 265.5 to 292.5 is actually 27 as well. So nothing changes over here. Now if my upgrade is a success, from 19 to 20 I will actually unlock a new tier of increment effect, which is 20%. So if that was to be true, my increment would be, let me do a quick calculation over here. If it's 9 times the 20%, that will give me 10.8 in actual, but we can foresee a round up, so that will show me probably 11. Now what if it is 20 plus 10, 30%? That will give me 11.7 in actual, and with a round up that will give me 12. So let the myth be busted in this next click. Hopefully I get a success. Now let's give it a try. Level 19 to 20. Oh, did you see that? Now let's look at it again. Oh, did you see that? Alright, so instead of seeing plus 10 to my penetration and plus 30 to my damage bonus, I am actually seeing a whole bunch of increment to all my stats, going into my magic attack, defense, magic defense, haste, HP, and also to my penetration and damage bonus. Now it is incredible to unlock tier 1 to tier 2 and seeing a whole lot of increments, but the question here is, how much does it add to my ring when I unlock tier 1 to tier 2, and how does the increment came about? The figure that showed me just now into my magic damage bonus was 104. So if let's say, assumingly from level 19 to 20 where I unlock the higher tier, still gives me an additional 10%, which means increasing another 30 to my magic damage bonus. So where does the extra came about? So let's do some calculation. I've done a bit of calculation so that this figure makes sense to me, and I'm gonna put it here in this video for you to understand a bit more about how this getting a higher tier and there's a whole bunch of increment and how does it work. So I hope this makes sense to you who are watching this, and it helps you to understand a bit more as well. So taking 104 to subtract 30, which assumingly the increment is still 30, that leaves us with 74 magic damage bonus increment. So where does this 74 came about? Now, after some calculation and refining of where does it came from, I came to a conclusion that it came from our latest and the most current stats after you upgrade, which means currently I have 292.5 of magic damage bonus on this ring, and the next one I have 450. So that will give me 742.5 magic damage bonus. So as we can see from here, from tier 1 to tier 2 is from 10% to 20%. So hypothetically, if let's say it is just an additional 10% more and it's not a 20 plus 10 or whatsoever, which means our total figure of 292.5 plus 450, which gives us 742.5, and we multiply that with a 10%, and that will give us 74. So here we have it, the additional stats of the current when we upgrade from a lower tier to a higher tier increase not based on the figure that we see as of 20%, but it increases based on the differences that we see from a lower tier, in this case is tier 1, which is 10%, to tier 2, 20%. So the differences between the tiers will be the additional increment of the stats based on your current stats that you have, if let's say you're upgrading. So for myself, I'm upgrading from 19 to 20, so the stats calculated will be based on my level 20 and the rest of it. Whereas for my upgrading from level 19 to 20, although I unlock tier 2, it doesn't give me a 20% increment, it is still a 10% more. Now the next question is, I am at tier 2 right now, what will happen to my upgrading? So I'm gonna try again in this video. So we take a look right now, level 20 I have 120 penetration, and on the next level is 129, so it's a 9 increment. Damage bonus is 292.5, the next level is 324. So that is roughly about, let me do a quick calculation again. So that's about 31.5 more magic damage bonus. So if let's say I get a 20% as suggested from the tier, I should get 37.8. If you were to round up, it will be about 38. So I will get 38 more magic damage bonus and 11 onto my magic defense penetration. So again, let's give it a try. I hope I get another one time success. It's going to be very, very nice. So let's give it a try now. Ooh, one time success. So did you see that stats again? Let's play back. Ooh. And I am right. So I have received an additional 38 to my magic damage bonus, but only 10 to my magic defense penetration. Should be 11. With this, I can know that whichever tier that we have before doesn't really apply to our current tier. So any upgrade that we are seeing, unless you are in between of going to a lower tier to a higher tier, the upgrade that we have right now will be based off our current tier in our awakening. So right now I am at tier 2 and I have unlocked 4 pieces of equipment, and that will give me 20% of increment to my upgrading stats whenever I upgrade. So this is for awakening and this is for upgrade awakening, and I believe it will work in the same fashion for the enchantment and the refinement. So maybe I will do a video of that in the future when I am in that readiness, right? So yeah, I probably will still go on to upgrade it to 25, so I can go on to get my talisman up to level 25 as well. So this is it for this video. It's gonna be quite long, so I hope if you enjoy this and you gotten some knowledge and value from my live action of going through a transition of tier 1 to tier 2 and the calculation of increment in terms of the bonuses. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be coming up with more video in the future. And see you on the next one.